Hey, I'm Don Keating. Welcome to another episode of Brunswick Cable Access News right here on BAT TV. Let's take a look at this week's headlines, shall we? Roads continue to be the focus of the 2019 city budget. Meanwhile, the BHPD eyes a new camera system for its officers, and the Brunswick School was commended for their PBIS programming. All of that and much more, including a revisit to Cooley. Coming up next on Brunswick Cable Access News. Implementing some long-anticipated road projects, including the North Carpenter Road widening project, will continue to be the focus of the city's 2019 budget, city officials announced this week. The city's administration presented council with its first peek at next year's operating budget on October 29th, at which time City Finance Director Todd Fisher urged council to have continued fiscal patience. Though the city continues facing a number of funding challenges in specific areas, Fisher said the financial turnaround and the city has completed over the past 9 years has been impressive. We have made significant strides since 2010. I couldn't fathom then the amount of work on roads that we would have been able to accomplish. I thought we would have managed a third of what we have by this point. In 2010, we couldn't do anything unless we had a grant. This shows how, by being patient and sticking to an overall plan, the amount of work that can be done, he said. Playing an instrumental role in the turnaround, Fisher said, is the 0.65% temporary income tax increase voters passed in 2017 and the 1.2 mil road levy approved in 2014. These increases are anticipated to generate an additional $750,000 and $837,500 respectively in 2019. As part of his budget summary, Fisher explained the city has been able to fund several major road repair projects in that time, including Boston, Center, Grafton, Hadcock, North Carpenter and Pearl Roads, West 130th Street, and portions of Skyview Drive, Laurel Road, and South Industrial Parkway. Even more impressive, he said, is the fact that the city has been able to complete the work without having to borrow funds. The work already completed from these great successes and financial turnaround is now highly visible to the public, Fisher said. The accomplishments are enormous and almost inconceivable from 9 years ago. The 2019 budget looks to continue this practice. The days of initiating and improving infrastructure on borrowed dollars with no identified funding source to repay the debt obligation have ceased to exist. While borrowing remains an option, Fisher said the debt has to be repaid over the term and must be planned out and be included in any future debt legislation and discussions. As part of next year's road project plans, the city will undertake several road improvement projects, Fisher explained, starting with the second phase of the Laurel Road reconstruction project. That project will include the replacement of concrete between Brittenall and Pinewood Drives for a total of $1.1 million. The city anticipates receiving a $613,000 grant award from the state. Next online is South Industrial Parkway and Westway Drive improvements with a total cost for that project that tops $960,000. The city is currently seeking a grant funding in the amount of $175,000 from the Medina County TID funds and $200,000 in ODOT Economic Development funds. The single largest project in the city's budget is the North Carpenter Road Improvement Project, Fisher said. The project has evolved over the past few decades, with pieces being done and removed from the project while other pieces have been added over the years. In total, the project is expected to cost over $15 million since its inception. The 2019 budget proposal includes all anticipated remaining costs for this project as they existed when the project was compiled, he said. The remaining maximum amount expected to still be paid by the state of Ohio is approximately $9.7 million. The coming year will also mark the 5th year of the city's 10-year road improvement program on neighborhood roads. As always, Fisher said 100% of the levy proceeds are used only on residential streets. The city's police chief told members of City Council's Safety Committee this week that 3 new vehicles are on tap for the Brunswick Division of Police in 2019. Police Chief Brian Olin said the police department plans to make the purchase early next year in accordance with the department's 2019 budget. These vehicles are being purchased as part of our regular capital replacement program, Olin said, noting the program enables the department to plan for large-scale purchases in order to avoid having to replace all of its vehicles at one time. Olin said the department plans to purchase 2 unmarked 2019 Ford Fusions with police equipment installed from statewide Ford in an amount not to exceed $42,000. He said those 2 vehicles will replace a 2006 Ford Fusion that currently has 109,000 miles on it, as well as a 2010 Dodge Charger with 98,000 miles. Additionally, the department is also looking to purchase 1 2019 marked police cruiser for the Division of Police from Grieve Chrysler in an amount not to exceed $34,000. That Dodge Charger is set to replace one of the department's 2011 Dodge Chargers currently on the department's fleet with more than 90,000 miles, Olin said. Olin also said the first reading of the legislation needed to approve the purchase would be read on the council floor November 12th, with the expected passage at the first council meeting in December. Because the vehicles take so long to arrive, he said the department likes to prepare for the purchase ahead of schedule so that once 2019 funds are available, the orders can be purchased and also can be placed. Should council pass the legislation in December, Olin said the order for the vehicles will be placed the first week in January. The township's police department is looking to invest in new body cameras, in-car video systems, and a new interview room camera system over the next month in an effort to streamline the process of capturing and storing videos used as evidence. Police Chief Tom Sopkovich said the township's existing video system, including the cameras in the interview room, has been in place longer than he's been with the department, which is 9 years. He explained even though the department purchased new body cameras less than 2 years ago in an attempt to link cruiser and interview surveillance with body cam footage, the department has encountered maintenance and warranty issues in those recent months with those cameras. Sopkovich said as part of the proposed purchase, the department is looking to overhaul the system, replacing not only the malfunctioning body cameras, but the interview room cameras, cruiser cameras, and storage system as well. As part of the new cruiser camera system, he said, the department will replace the current 2 camera systems with 5 onboard cameras, which will feature a front camera as well as cameras at both sides of the vehicle, 1 at the rear and 1 inside the prisoner compartment. The existing cameras, Sopkovich said, have 2 cameras, 1 at the front of the vehicle and another inside the prisoner compartment. While the bulk of the department's recordings can currently be kept just 90 days following the court case, forcing the department to save all recordings on separate disks, the new footage can be stored in the cloud, resulting in substantial time savings, Sopkovich said. Right now, we are literally having thousands of disks, and every time we get a request from an incident that occurred a year or more ago, we have to go and look through hundreds of tapes just to find them. You can imagine how time-consuming that is. Sopkovich said the department plans to purchase the equipment that is expected to last approximately 5 years as part of a 5-year installment plan, as part of which the department will invest $15,000 as a down payment. The cost will then be $1,813 a month for the next 5 years for a total investment of $123,780. Several community improvement projects have received approval for the funding through the 2018 Community Development Block Grant Program. Planning Director Rob Henwood told County Commissioners November 6th that the Ohio Department Services Agency has approved the awards of about $370,000 for the projects. The approved application for the county requested $92,000 for a waterline replacement project in Wadsworth, $78,000 for an ADA ramp in Hinckley, $52,400 for another ADA ramp in Spencer Township, $60,000 for facility upgrades in Lodi, $55,000 for Medina County Public Transit, $6,950 to administer the county's fair housing program, and $25,400 for administrative expenses. The county gets CDBG funds every other year to help pay for a limited number of small capital projects proposed by townships, villages, cities, and nonprofit agencies around the county. Commissioners rejected several other requests for CDBG funding because of a shortage of funds. The Medina County Women's Endowment Fund, MCWEF, an affiliate of the Akron Community Foundation, announces it will concentrate a large portion of its funding in 2019 on a grant that will make a significant impact on empowering and enabling women and children under the age of 25 in Medina County. The impact grant will be a funding option for 501c3 organizations in addition to the yearly MCWEF grants, where awarded amounts typically range from $500 to $3,500. In 2018, the fund awarded its first impact grant of $10,000 to the Children's Center of Medina County to build and furnish a playroom for family visitation at its new location. Impact grant applications are encouraged to articulate the program's potential for lasting impact on women or girls under the age of 25, addressing a need with Medina County. A single topic or multiple topic areas can be included in the grant, but special consideration will be given to new programming, innovative twists to existing programming, or collaborations with other agencies. Additional consideration will be given to initiatives that show evidence of potential positive change making to the greater Medina community. Qualified 501c3 nonprofit organizations should apply for a grant online by March 1st, 2019. A link to the grant application at the website is listed below. 10 out of the district's 11 school buildings received commendation from the state for the work teachers and administrators have been doing to implement positive behavioral interventions. As part of the State Support Team 8 meeting November 1st, all 10 principals were recognized for their individual PBIS programs, with each of those buildings receiving either bronze or silver level recognition for 2017. The staff at these buildings have done a great job implementing positive behavioral interventions and supports, also known as Brunswick Pride, in their buildings, said Superintendent Michael Mayo. They're doing a great job. Among the schools earning silver level recognition are the following: Brunswick High School, Edwards Middle School, Kidder Elementary School, Memorial Elementary School, Vicentainer Middle School, Willetts Middle School, Applewood Elementary School, Crestview Elementary School, Hickory Ridge Elementary School, Huntington Elementary School. And those were among the schools that earned bronze level recognition this year. Each year, the Ohio PBIS Network, via the 16 Ohio state support teams, recognizes schools for their quality and fidelity of PBIS implementation. The PBIS system was implemented in the Brunswick City School District 3 years ago in an effort to assist teachers in teaching students expected behaviors in the building. Expected behaviors are worded in a positive way, each focusing on how students should behave rather than what they shouldn't do, in an effort to create a positive school environment. In the Brunswick school system, the Brunswick City Schools, that is, the district's theme is Pride, which stands for performance, respect, integrity, determination, and effort. As part of the program, each building has incorporated PBIS through variable activities and programs. This serves as a reminder that Brunswick is a place where all of our students and staff should feel appreciated, safe, respected, and proud, Mayo said. I don't know about you, but I'm actually kind of ready to go back to the summer heat and humidity because the month of November has been cooler than normal and much above normal as far as precipitation is concerned. Kind of wonder if the month of December will be even worse or if we will start to level things out with Mother Nature. I'm going to be back here in just a few seconds with your updated forecast for the Brunswick area. Stay tuned. Well, we have had a cold first half of November, and it looks like the second half of November, unfortunately, is going to stay on that same track. Let's take a look at that climatological data. Beautiful sunset photo there in the background. Our average highs and lows the 23rd to 29th of November. Your average high 45 degrees, dropping off to 42 degrees, and your average low 30 degrees, dropping down into the upper 20s at 28 degrees. Precipitation, well, we average 0.81 of an inch of precipitation along with 0.3 of an inch of snowfall. The National Weather Service outlook for temperatures looks like this. Much of the country from the deep south across the Central Plain states and down here into the desert southwest will be at a 33% chance or higher of above normal temperatures. And unfortunately, from northeast Ohio here all the way up into the New England states, you've got a 33% chance or greater of below normal temperatures. And the Pacific Coast, as you can see, if you happen to be traveling from Washington all the way down to California, has a 33% chance as well of above normal temperatures. Precipitation, we've had plenty of that, right? Okay. Much of the country, again, unfortunately, 33% chance or higher of above normal precip. And unfortunately, out there in the western U.S., like where California is having those devastating fires right now, we have a 33% chance or greater of below normal precipitation from Idaho into the Pacific Northwest. But there is hope for California. As you can see, a little bit area around Los Angeles, Santa Barbara, 50% chance above normal precipitation. Let's hope that pans out. They do certainly need it. What about us? Well, we don't need it. Wheeling, West Virginia, not too long ago, had already established a record precipitation total for an entire year at over 52 inches with 5 weeks left in the year. A lot of precip, folks. I will be right back with your bulletin board information and what you might be able to catch up on with weekend activities coming up next. And now let's take a look at some of those bulletin board events around the area. Learn about the village of Medina through Christmas during World War I at the Medina County Historical Society's Holiday Open House on November 23rd and December 2nd from 1 to 4 p.m. With this year's focus on Christmas during World War I, we examine America's entry into World War I and how the defeat of Germany moved our nation into a position of global leadership. But it wasn't all a time of celebration. Learn what also made this a memorable time for Medina and the nation. Join Medina County Historical Society at the John Smart House, 206 North Elmwood Street, Medina, where they will also end the celebration of Medina County's 200th birthday. The Medina Showbiz Company is presenting the holiday classic Miracle on 34th Street, November 30th and December 1st, 2nd, 7th, 8th, and 9th. Enjoy this musical adaptation of the story of the Trial of Santa and the Macy's Parade presented by the Medina County Showbiz Company at the Medina County Administration Building's Broadway Hall, located at 144 North Broadway in Medina. Tickets are $15 for adults and $12 for seniors and students. For more information or to purchase tickets, visit their website, which is listed below. The genealogist is in. Drop by the Medina Library, 210 South Broadway Street in Medina to get help from one of our genealogy and local history specialists. The genealogist is available every Tuesday from 1 to 4 p.m. For more information, you may call 330-725-0588 or go to the library's website and click on the Services tab. Hey, coming up now, I want to reintroduce you to one of our fabulous pooches we've had in the past. This is Cooley. Great dog. Take a look at this clip and hopefully someone out there will have a home for Cooley. And welcome back. Thanks for coming back here to Brunswick Cable Access News. I'm joined with 3 special guests today. We have Connie, we have Alicia, and we have Collie from Buckeyes Mission. Thanks for joining us today.
You.
Appreciate it.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
Sure. Tell us a little bit about the guest that we have today who is available for adoption.
This is Collie. He is a pit mix. He is about 3.5 years old, and he is absolutely wonderful with children. So if you're looking for a family dog and you have children in the house, this kid is the best kid. Little kids, newborn, 1-year-old, 2-year-old, toddlers, he will go up to them, give them kisses, but he will tend to steal food from the little ones. I mean, like, not steal, but I mean, he would love to, he will beg food from the little ones, but not from the adults. Now with the adults, once you feed him, you can lay his food down, and he will wait until you give him the command before he eats. So he is great in that sense. And he is a great walker. He walks well on his leash. And when he meets people, he is full of kisses. He will lean into you for attention, for love. He will freely offer you kisses, wags his tail really, really fast. It's just a happy boy.
Yeah.
Yep.
So he's been with your organization for how long?
A couple of months, I would say, probably 4 or 5 months.
Okay. And he's available for adoption?
Yes, he is.
Okay. Tell me your part in it.
I'm the foster care.
Okay.
So he stays with me. I really don't have any problem with him. He has a little bit of separation anxiety, so he doesn't really like to be left alone too much. But when we're just sitting with the kids, he's just laying right next to me on the couch and will be a little cuddle bug.
And he likes to.
Oh, he loves the scratches.
Yeah.
He likes getting attention.
You'll probably follow me out to my car and try to go home with me, won't you?
Oh yeah. Any way he can get some attention.
Yep.
He loves it.
So what type of process is there that folks have to go through if they're interested in adopting Collie?
Sure. Actually, our email address is at the bottom of the screen. They can email me, and then I will answer those emails. And then what we do is we have a question and answer portion of it where, you know, we would just ask the adopters what they're looking for in a dog, and we try to see if Collie is a good fit for them. We try to find the best fit dog for the family and the family for the dog, so it has to be 2 ways. They could also call me, and my number is at the bottom of the screen as well. And we also have a website and a Facebook message, and they can also reach me through there. Again, my name is Connie. And from then on, if we determine that, you know, it's the right fit for a family and a dog, in that case, we will set up a meet and greet. And of course, Alicia would facilitate that since she's the foster mom. And go
Pits, they get a bad name. They get a bad rap.
Yes,
but by what I've known with him for the last 30 minutes here at the station, he is a lovable dog, and I'm sure he would make a very nice pet for anyone in the household. Now, does he like to be around other pets, or should he be by himself in the household?
Well, he is dog selective. He doesn't really, he's not too crazy about other dogs, and I think it's because of his history, his past. He was previously attacked by a couple of dogs.
Okay.
So, and I think he was still scarred from that, so he is not going to be a best buddy, although, like, if you approach him cautiously and do the proper introduction, he is tolerant.
So, all right. I think that would pretty much do it. I think he would be a great pet for someone, and hopefully you'll be able to adopt him out soon.
Yes, absolutely.
Thank you very much for joining us today.
Thank you for having
us.
All right. That'll wrap it up for this week's show. Thanks for joining me, and until the next time with your Brunswick Cable Access News, I'm Don Keating.
The preceding program was made possible through the use of equipment and facilities of Brunswick Area Television.